Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Ice League 3.12. In this episode, we're going to be going over the 3.13 League Starter. But of course, the POB is not actually updated, so the Ascendancy will have 20 less minion damage. But I'm pretty sure we're okay. We're going to be okay with that. The Merc is this. That's the priorities. It's mindless aggression, unnatural strength, bone barrier as a witch necromancer, and then we uber lab into the mistress of sacrifice after. And I chose to do this skill tree. And you may ask, Ethan, I thought you were gonna do guardian. Or so this is where you guys will be like, no way, dude. I made both. So in the description below will be both. This video is both. I did Templar Guardian and the Witch Necro because I think they're really close. Like the numbers look 79,106 shows Necro pulling out some extra deeps, some extra minion survivability. It's pretty obvious, right? Look at the life. It's pretty much the same. It looks pretty close, right? But then, okay, we have a simulated 6-link zombies as well in the build. So here's my 6-link zombies for the Necro, 104,000. This is a 6-link with this, so it has feeding frenzy. And then, like, there's no items. This is literally just res and life, just to simulate the base survivability of like what you should look for, obviously. And then some decent pots, which they're not even enabled. But this is just a 6-link, and then you can remove minion damage or melee fizz if you don't get a 6-link. A 5-link is fine, really. The damage looks pretty good, and then you can run skeletons. I show here. You take these out after, but you can run them instead of this 4-link of Raise Zombie, Phantasm, Feeding Frenzy, Stone Golem. You can go Val Summon Skeleton here if you start running the 6-link zombie. So both builds have the same skill set. They're the same build concept and idea of the League Starter, but then they're in the different shells of like this is a Guardian and then this is a Necro. So there's some major differences, but both of them have the 12, 25, 43, all the like ordering of the skill tree. So you guys have seen my Necro before, right? We've seen this time and time in the past. It's really good. It's really effective. I like it a lot. Then I'll show you guys my new Guardian, because Guardian I haven't shown this before. So this is what I came up with. If you do these first 5 points in the Guardian tree, I get 24 minion damage, and I really like the 24 minion damage as a start compared to like we have 20 plus 4 attack speed and 10 minion life. So obviously the Necromancer is slightly better for minions once again. So this is where I started to realize that, dude, it's just back to back to back in the League Starter with nothing. The Guardian is rough for minions compared to the Necromancer, and so Guardian's more about the auras and the aura stacking because of the ascendancies later with the Radiant Faith and the Unwavering Faith, and you go the low life aura stacking with the Shavs. So I was like, oh god. So anyways, besides that, I show that I get the 24, then I get another 10 here, and in this it's like 74 flat damage. So you should go like an actual skill, and you would deal so much like, look at this, attack damage, attack damage, attack damage, increased damage, increased damage, increased damage. I'm like, what the hell is this? Okay, interesting. It's nice to look at this, you know? And then we see we can get Grave Pact. We're almost at quick recovery. 43 in normal lab. We already get in Dom Army. We have Enduring Bond, Lord of Dead, Hardened Soul. Normal lab, I went for the Radiant Crusade, so some all-res perma onslaught and 10% more damage for my allies. Then I went 58. We went for the Grave Intentions for the survivability, so we have all res cap by only 58 points, so it's actually way sooner than the other build. And then because of the minion survivability, because I think that you'll be missing the survivability 10% life, and then we're going to be missing the +2 after, where it's leading like into the 70 points. We're going to be missing that survivability of having the +2 and the extra minion life. But anyways, Death Attunement and going into Fearsome Force, and then we get some more Fearsome Force, but we get the Purity of Flesh, and we get Righteous Army Redemption. Then we finish Fearsome Force, we got Ravenous Horde, and then we go for Combat Stamina plus Constitution. Feels good, man. And then I forgot to show, second, I did Unwavering Crusade. So they actually changed this. So I think they raised the attack speed and cast speed, but then they lowered or removed the damage or something. But we still have Intimidate. So then the Guardian actually has Intimidate compared to the other build, which is really cool. Without needing Awakened Melee Fizz. So that's neat. And then at the third Ascendancy, I decided to take Time of Need, which in the new patch, it's going to be 80% reduced effective curse. This red one is gone, and then it's every 4 seconds regenerate 30% of life, so it's 7.5% life regen per second. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's really, really crazy sustain on top. So I was able to, in this, take out Vitality, and we're able to run, we were running Pride, Dread Banner, Skitterbots. It sounds really strong, like, for damage. But then I've, like, noticed that the survivability is going to be worse in this build for the minions. And then the benefit of this is that you're already a Guardian, and then if we do aura stacking, you have a Guardian. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but there's a high chance that I end up doing at least Purities. It may not go all out full aura stacking, but I have done Purities in the past with zombies, and then we've had some weird variations where it's been really cool. So next up, the skills. We start with our Raise Zombie Freezing Pulse. So you pick the Freezing Pulse, but you buy the Raise Zombie. And then I do Raise Zombie with a Summon Phantasm. Same thing with the Summon Raging Spirit. It's really fun. Phantasms is great early. I find that it starts to feel slightly bad at maps unless you invest in it, which is I only invest in the Phantasms in a Spectre build. And then the Phantasms started to feel bad near like red maps, even with investment, and especially for bossing. So that's why it's like I'll probably pull out those Phantasms later. Like this is for fresh mapping that we'll be running Phantasms, but then we're probably going to take them out for something better that's more consistent and actually helps these. So then at 8, we get Melee Splash, so then we can put minion damage, Summon Raging Spirit, keep the Phantasms on the Raise Zombie with minion damage. Then we can switch into Summon Skeleton instead of Summon Raging Spirit. So both builds are the same for the gems. I hope there's no problems. There shouldn't be. I checked. I hope it's perfect. I put a lot of work into this. I hope I did it right. But anyways, if you can get your Val Summon Skellies, you replace the Summon Raging Spirit with that, and you even would replace Summon Raging Spirit with Summon Skeleton, even if you don't get the Val Summon Skelly. It's really good, because you can summon multiple skeletons at once, and then they stay for a pretty good duration, and they also body block for you way more than the Summon Raging Spirit, so they'll tank for you. Take Aggro. Flame Dash you get at 8 at level 10. Vitality level 10. This is crazy. So this is going to help your minion survivability, because Vitality, Aura, Pog, good healing. They didn't nerf it, it looks like. They only nerfed the alternate quality. And then you can get Spirit Offering at level 12. It helps your minion survivability early for res capping them. Desecrate 16, so you can always keep up Spirit Offering. It's really nice. 18, we get the melee fizz damage, so we can 4-link the Summon Skeleton. Convocation at 24, Pride at 24, Dread Banner at 24, Vulnerability at 24, all amazing. I think these are all at the same shop, these three. I don't remember the convocation. So Spectre at 28, we can do Spectre minion life, and we can go get Carnage Chieftains from Act 2, Old Fields. And then we got a zombie. What the fuck is this shit? Did I already have a 4-link? Yeah, what? And then this shouldn't be melee fizz. It would be God damn it, I messed up one spot. We'll just leave it as a 3-link. It's good. Yeah. I don't want. So then this shouldn't have. Yeah. This was just a mistake. It happens. I always catch them. Then this is showing that at 31 you get generosity. We can technically show that at 31 you get. I forgot to show this. Spectre. I always do this after. I'll add shit that I miss. I think I did it in the other one. This is just the Guardian, which like I said, I did this one first, and then I said, oh shit, I think the Necro might be better. And then I went, I want to play a Necro. And then I went back and we built the Necro in comparison to it, and it was like, well, the Necro's more damage, more minion survivability. And you guys know me, I like the minion survivability as my core. I don't care about my survivability. We play soft core for a reason. So Necro is going to allow us to cheese more because of just pure stats, which is great. And then at 34, 38, this is 34. Oh no, I could have just moved it up and it would have worked. Look at that. Oof. There we go, dude. Oh, that's why. Okay, done. So at 38, you get basically all the gems that you want. All of them are unlocked, so then I can show the 4 links. So it's Ray Zombie with Stone Golem feeding Frenzy Phantasm. So both of them will be summoning Phantasms. It's pretty cool. Cast some damage taken, Immortal Call. Keep the Immortal Call at level 3 to keep it level 38. Keep the cast some damage taken at level 1 to keep it level 38. You get the Immortal Call sooner, but I think you have to actually get it at Act 6. Or can you get it at the library, maybe? Val Summon Skeletons. My 6-link is this. I guess. Can I change the order? I'm going to change the order because people will like to see the priority. So I think that basically it's this. Melee, Fizz, and minion damage are about the same, so it doesn't matter. I'll just keep it like this. And then Impale, these 4 at the top are the high priority, like the ones you need for sure. So they are in order of importance. That's always a thing. But 4 links, I don't care. 4 links don't matter. It's only for the 6 links where I have to make sure I put them in the correct order. Almost done. It's super cool though, because this is very along the same lines of what we've been doing, but we've refined it down and we're making it so much cleaner, and we're going around the stuff that they're doing. And obviously this is just the league starter, so like I said, this isn't like item recommendations. This isn't really what to build to go to the end game to go fight Awakener 8. This is mapping quest completion, like getting to the mapping, and then getting to like at least yellow. Probably you could probably do Elder, honestly. This does some fucking damage. This is Guardian, and I showed the other one. This is the zombies, 96, and I showed the skellies, 98. Like these damage numbers are crazy, dude. And this is only on the 87 points. Let me change it to the 116, 106,000 on the skellies, and we have the zombies, 104,000. So it's really cool, and I'm looking forward to playing my builds. And then obviously, so the Guardian, aura stacking, low life, fun, shavs, shenanigans. The Necromancer has capabilities of block, some insane survivability without even needing to aura stack, which means then you could just do normal minion stuff, but then it requires you to maybe use Bone Offering, or we have to get a Shaper's Shield, and we go down this road that we've never done before of block, Shaper Shield, life recovery on hit. All this cool shit is so cool. Oh, maybe that's the life recovery on block. Yeah, because they didn't nerf it, and like we could get max block. That could be cool, dude, since they nerfed the fuck out of aura stacking. So I'm going to start as a Necro, see what kind of new stuff exists as I just farm and farm and farm. To be honest, that's what I'm going to do. Skeletons, and as soon as I get bored as fuck, so I don't know how long it's going to take me to get bored of skeletons. I don't know. We'll see. I like them a lot. They're really strong. And then when I get bored, I'll switch to zombies, which is literally just like 2 gems. All you have to do is, if I had a tabula, for example, or like let's say I buy a different 6-link chestplate color, so you would just need to add multi-strike, and oh wait, is that it? Yeah, it's multi instead of melee fizz, melee splash, sorry. Yeah, because you don't need the melee splash on the zombies, and you want the multi-strike for the triple slam. It's crazy. Both run the same stuff. And then for the specters, I run Race Spectre, Blood Magic, Minion Life, Meat Shield. I forgot to mention this. It's important. So the specters, we'd only have 3 specters with this because of Death Attunement. You get 1 and you get 2 from the specters. So I'd run 2 Carnage Chieftains, 1 Host Chieftain. After the nerf to Theav tool, I won't run it. So it's pretty crazy. But yeah, so we should have Frenzy and Power Charges, at least Frenzy charges consistently, which is really good. The Power Charges aren't as needed, but then the Blood Magic, the reason why we run this is it's to make the Spectres use mana, life instead of mana, because they don't have mana regen, but they have life regen and life leech because of our skill tree and what we've selected for them with our awesome, beautiful minion nodes like Sacrifice and Righteous Army and the stuff going up to Death Attunement. It's pretty good. So overall, you do Blood Magic, so they spam that ability, and I get them from the Ashen Fields Act 7. But if you want, like I said, you can go for the early Act 2 Old Fields for just the Carnage Chieftains. You don't get Host Chieftains until Act 7. That's where you get specifically that. And overall, I think this is going to be a really good league start. This is in the wrong order. My bad. I continue. This is because this is the Necro. Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, I'll catch things because I just like to tab through it. And even whatever's here, I'm still going to go through it again. Which actually, looking at that again, has reminded me of one important thing that I did not mention. So once you remove the skeletons from both builds, you can actually run phase run if you want to. It's kind of awkward because then you won't be using Spirit Offering and you're not using, except for bossing, and you won't use vulnerability except for bossing. So phase run is great because it's perma-phasing it with this setup of increased duration second win in Necromancer, because you have increased skill effect duration from this Mistress of Sacrifice. It's really cool. And so perma phase run is nice, especially early for mapping when you're doing low tier shit and it's really easy and you just want to go faster and clear more fast without a headhunter. Other option is you can get a phasing flask, which is a quartz flask. Instead of like this mana flask, for example. If you're not having mana problems, you could definitely do that. It's viable. It's fine. Just maybe make sure you'll have curse immune. But if you're the guardian, I don't think you'll need the curse immunity flask. So that's also a pog for the guardian build. It's really weird. It's so weird. The guardian's such a weird spot. I'm not sure how good the actual aura stacking and all that stuff's gonna be yet. So that's why I'm like hesitant. Where I'm much more comfortable and familiar with Necro, but I'd like to throw out the put it out there, the guardian build for people because I mentioned it and I had the effort. I put in the work, so I might as well let people experience Guardian and Necromancer, right? I think that is it. I've shared all the skill tree, all the leveling, all the gems, the orders, those extra things. All the extra things aren't in the Guardian. Oh, there was one more in specifically this one. For Necro, I'd like to mention that you can include a Cyclone, Bone Offering, Castle Channel, Desecrate, or even you can do later a wand with a trigger craft. This shouldn't be in the video because it's a league starter, but technically you can do a trigger wand with Bone Offering later and Desecrate, and so you can like permanently keep up Bone Offering and stuff, and it's really cool just by consecrating all the convocating all the time, using convocation to move your minions around, and then it automatically casts the Bone Offering and Desecrate. So then you have perma like max block, and you'll have the recovery on block, and then if you do the shield too, like you're insanely tanky compared to my old builds that are literally just max res and like some other defensive flares that we still have. Basically, it's crazy. It's really, block is a really good defensive flare, and especially if we max, it's that might be a direction for the build to be just ultimately tanky. I could just do the easy casting damage taken, low level Bone Offering, level like 8 again as well. That's also a possibility, because when you get the Mistress of Sacrifice, but you won't have that until you have Uber Lab, which is after you have done all 6 of the trials, and I don't expect you to do that on day 1 unless you trade and you snipe the trade chat, and they like tell you, hey, come join my party, I have this one, tips are welcome, you know, that stuff. Yeah. So either way, I have one final thing. You guys see the damage of the zombies here, 104, and you see the damage of the zombies in my Guardian. I want to show one item because it's fun, and I'll explain in a second. So Montecruel's Grasp, if we threw that weapon in, takes us to 174. So it says it's 100% more physical, but if you notice, we were at 80,000. That's more than 100% more. And so the reason that this is actually good and kind of OP is if you look at their survivability, 15,991, and then they go up to 27,000. So this means that it is a damage increase and a survivability increase for specifically the zombies, and this has Explode. So what I noticed is this is good for bossing because big physical hits deletes the boss's armor, so they hit better against, yeah, like Cyrus, Shaper, big, just general bosses, Blight, everything. It's really useful. So I was wondering, I haven't done it yet because we only did this in the Delving event, but to be honest, it looks pretty good. What does it look like in the other build? Oh no, dude. How much is a Montecruel's gonna be on day 1? 104 to 222. Jesus, that's a lot of damage. But look, you only have 4. So what is this? It's a bossing build. And now, what is the new season, guys? Ritual League. And, wait for it, Echoes of the Atlas. Bosses. 10 bosses galore. Montecruel's Grasp. Let's fucking go. Okay, sorry. I'll settle down now. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Like I said, POB is in the description below. I hope you guys enjoy this stuff, and I hope you all have a great league start. This is going to be great. Like I said, another tip, league start, this is just the league start stuff, so I have more videos to come of more tips of things you could look for and items and build ideas off of these league starts, but I like to give you the base that doesn't have shit, so you can actually, like, people are going to try this and go, oh my god, and I'm telling you, the nerf to Necro is 20 damage, and the nerf to the Guardian was like 30 damage, and you can see the numbers, they're pretty comparable, which is nice with my trees. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my patron on my YouTube members who financially support this channel. I can't do this without you guys, so thank you guys for all the support. And thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon of the YouTube members today. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!